And that's what I discovered. And I think a lot of people are now, oh, yeah, actually, there is a lot here I can learn. And it does transform us as human beings when we can find that. So one of the things I learned is that I can learn, unlearn, and relearn emotions. Wow, interesting. They're just a domain of learning, like everything else. And some of the things I learned emotionally aren't true. I need to unlearn those, like that Susie can make me angry. I need to unlearn that because I don't believe anymore that that's true. But I need to relearn and to learn something else to put in its place. So how does it work between two people? So I think this idea that I have capacity to learn. I did learn emotions, and we can test that, right? If we didn't learn emotionally, you'd have the same emotions you had when you were born. The same capacity, the same range, or even prior to birth. Because feti, saying that right, have been shown to have emotions before birth. So, we always have emotions. So you've been learning them your whole life. So if you know that, why couldn't you unlearn and relearn emotions? For me, it just makes sense. 10, that emotional competence is a practice.
But that means?
Emotional competence is a practice. It's not happening in my head. I can understand the concept of it, but it's no different than going to the gym, right? I mean, you can understand running on a treadmill and lifting weights and doing yoga, you can understand it, but that doesn't change your body at all until you practice. It's only the practice that changes you emotionally or physically. So we need to understand to help us. But if we don't practice emotionally, if we don't sit with our emotions, if we're not aware of our emotions, if we can't name our emotions, if we don't know the difference between emotions, if we don't observe emotions around us, and if we don't work on what Ryan was talking about, finding ways to shift emotions, we'll never get good at it because it's a practice.